You know, the wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. Seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. So I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host today on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Felicity Gigi
and Icheen Dooshima.
And Speedy Talk is a program for the youth where we talk about things that concern and affect the youth. Now, today our focus is campus relationships. Is it good or is it bad? You know, campus life is exciting, full of new experiences, freedom and opportunities. And for many, that includes exploring romantic relationships. But the question is, are campus relationships a positive part of growth, or do they come with risk and, distractions? Now, some say they are great for learning about love, responsibility, and communication right there in campus before you actually graduate. And others argue that they can distract you from studies, create unnecessary drama, or even lead to heartbreak, which can, still be part of those distractions. So let's hear what you think about campus relationships today. You also can call in to be part of this conversation at any point in time. And the number for you to call is
0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
You can call in and share with us what you think about campus relationships. Campus relationships, some people say it can teach young people about responsibility, empathy, and how to maintain like a healthy partnership, even at that stage. And then other people will argue that no matter how you want to look at it, or no matter how mature one is, then at that stage when you're still in school, it's always a distraction. So what do you think about campus relationships in general? Is it good? Is it bad? Are there advantages? Are there disadvantages? And all of that. You can call in and share with us your opinion. And like I said, I am not here alone in the studio today. I am here with Felicity and then Dooshima, and we are going to be talking about it. We'll start from ourselves, and then you also can call in at any point in time. So, Felicity, let's start with you. What do you think about campus relationships?
Honestly, I think the campus relationships, I think there are two sides to it. It could be negative and it could be positive. That it could be a distraction and it can also be a support. It's all depending on the person that you are dating. If you are dating someone that is, should I use the word toxic? But if you are dating someone that is, let's just say toxic, the person will be a distraction. But if you are dating someone who has goals, who has this thing and can push you forward, someone who is willing to, and someone who pushes you forward, then it will not be a distraction. It will rather be a support.
Okay, so that's if the person is toxic, that's only when it can be a distraction. But are you sure though? Because sometimes that person is a good person, but you know, you're all in your love phase, just doing one thing or the other, and you not even know, okay, this thing is actually distracting me from myself, because maybe the person is not actually bad to you and all of that, but then somehow it's not like you also will not like what the person is. If the person is calling you, come out every time because he or she wants to see you.
Spend time
You
with
also
you.
exactly, you will be going there. It's not like you're thinking like, okay, this person is toxic or anything like that. But
Yes.
then, so are you really sure that one cannot be a distraction as well?
Okay, that's why I said it's depending on the person. You people will know when to go out and have fun and see each other and all, and you also know when to, okay, we are students, let's get down to business. So there will be time for everything. That's why I said it's depending on the person that you're dating.
I guess you are saying that just because, let me say, you just take one relationship to you and you are just saying it because of you want to just say it, because some people that actually follow love, the love of 18, they will feel I have to do everything to please my partner. You see all of them going up and down, even if they are not asked for, but they want to do this thing to please their partners. So you saying we know the time to go out, all those kind of
When
things.
you start, Seth,
No.
will you even know the
You
time
won't
that
even know that you
want
are
to
even
go out,
distracted.
or
That is it.
I feel like I think that is very, what I'm saying is very possible. If you people have should I say restraints? I don't know if restraint is the right word, but if you have that this thing, that discipline, that's the word. If you have that discipline in you, that there is time for it. I know that you have to go out to do something for your partner to make your partner happy, but you also have to have it deep down in your head that there is time for everything, and I'm here for studies. That is why the primary reason I am in school. I cannot just abandon my studies for love. You get?
now
Most people
we also okay, go on first.
Most people are not very intentional that they are not going to abandon it or the relationship is going to cause. Nobody will actually tell you that I was intentionally doing this. You say when they say love just catch you one side like that, you just follow
and
and
it's
just
just
flow.
like
Yes,
you were
so-
just you were trying to do it on your low, but then
Yes,
it just
it got you, caught you. Let me see.
okay. If you have just joined us, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm with you on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Felicity Gigi.
And Dooshima Icheen.
and this afternoon on the show, we are talking about campus relationship. What do you think about campus relationships? Do you think they are good? Do you think they are bad? Do you think they are like a distraction, for students there in school, maybe distracting them from their studies and, all of that? Or do you think that maybe that's like the perfect time to actually help people to understand each other and then grow with themselves and even, figuring out life partners, even when it comes to who was serious with their studies and all of that? Call in and let us hear what you think. Number for you to call is
0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
call in and share with us what you think about campus relationships. Do you think they are good? Do you think they are bad? Do you think they are like distractions? If you are a student, you can call in and share with us how you actually see it. Maybe even from experience and all of that, and also as a parent or just someone with past experience, you have gone to school, or just from your general opinion. What do you think about campus relationships? Are they actually worth it? Do you think they are like a distraction, or do you think they are good? Okay, so do you think let's take this call first. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Hassan Sambe.
All right. And where are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Makurdi. I reside in Makurdi.
All right. Welcome to the show. So, what do you think about
Yeah.
campus relationships?
Yes, campus relationship is not bad.
Mm.
It depends on the maturity of those involved.
Okay.
Because I'm a beneficiary of campus relationship.
Mm.
I entered ABU 79 with my fiancée.
Mm.
Yeah.
And in 1980, we got married in the university.
Wow.
That was at the end of part one.
Mm.
And by the time we graduated, 82, I had a son, a wife, and expecting another child. And we all passed our degrees very well.
Mm.
So it depends on the maturity of those involved.
Okay.
If they really mean business to marry and so on, but not to flirt around, then it's a good thing.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to the part of the show, Mr. Hassan Sabi. He is saying that it depends on the maturity of the
those
two people
involved.
involved because if they're taking it, okay, we want to get something out of this, like maybe we want to end up married and all of that, not just
Yes.
flirting around, and when you're supposed to be reading, you're in
Yes.
dark corners and you
Catching
know,
fun,
exactly.
feeling, those kind of
I mean,
things.
it's not a bad thing to maybe meet once in a while and talk because
Yes.
you're in a relationship. It's not like you're
Exactly.
supposed to be keeping malice.
Exactly.
But then there are some that becomes too much. My school where I went to, we're not supposed to. We don't. It was like it's a private school, so we were not allowed to go out and all of. And people were all, when it comes to private schools,
Yes,
everyone
yes.
will feel like, okay, this is our chance to come
Yes.
and we cannot even go out. So we are
Yes.
supposed to be doing
Once
all
we
of
meet
that.
people,
And the
like-
worst part, they were they didn't allow like all these dark corners. In fact, any form of relation, if you are caught, you're
ew.
going to your house.
Yeah.
And so if two people were even found like in dark corners,
Yeah.
then it's more like it becomes a surprising thing for the you're going
Yes.
to disciplinary committee, you're doing this. I don't know.
Yes.
If you have gone to a private school, then
You understand
would
when they tell you that
understand
you are going to disciplinary committee, even you yourself, you'll be
You
like, everybody will be
understand?
tense.
Yes.
Like,
So it's more like then you hear people defending that, well, you don't know where me and this person want to lead to. It's not like we are just flirting around or just doing things like that just because we just want to do it. Some people would be defending it then, like, would you marry me after I leave school?
Oh,
And all those questions, like, would
Yes.
you marry me after I leave? So then I used to watch and hear all of those stories, how people be complaining and all of that.
what will become of us when we leave school? Is it that you are just flirting with me just in school and then it's going to
Exactly.
result to nothing?
But then our school then just consider all of it was bad. Nothing
Yes.
like
It
there
was
is no
Everything was
any.
condemned.
there
They
is
just feel
nothing.
everybody is just a child and you cannot do anything or take a decision at that
And
time.
to be fair, I think most people are okay. Let's not say most people, but there are people that would be considered like children in school, not like little children, but then
yes.
we have ages of 17,
16,
and all of that. I did
Yes.
enter school when I was university when I was 16. So at that age now, it's more like, okay, me
Yeah,
myself
child.
taking
Underage.
my own taking my
That
own
underage.
like my own personality. I wasn't interested,
Yes.
But then there are some people that are always excited
When you start
for
going further, you discover that the way you see things going around you, you see things. Or, let me
Hello?
say,
Hello, ASCII Radio.
Yes,
Yes,
hello
good
to you too.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, my name is Jerry. I'm calling from North Bank.
Welcome to the show, Jerry.
Hi, this your topic is very interesting.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
thank you.
And you know what?
No.
Those of you discussing this topic in that studio are all ladies.
Mm.
Let me see, we are feelings. I see this campus thing, relationship, where it goes bad, the people that it affects badly mostly is girls.
Okay, and how is that?
Yes, it is girls. And I'm happy it is you girls that are talking about it here.
Okay.
You see, for me personally, I was thinking going to university, especially the university, go and learn a study and learn a discipline. So I think university is like sending your children in the field of the wolves.
Okay.
So if that child is so disciplined, he will excel. If it's not so disciplined, it will be a problem, especially for the girls.
Okay.
Okay.
Imagine after putting your daughter through from the secondary school, she goes to the university and gets pregnancy and come back.
Okay.
So God forbid. So for this campus relationship, I think our children at the age of 18 are too young
Okay.
to be endeavoring in that kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay.
This university is when you finish and you not come out with a good grade, that you will know that you wasted the whole of your time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And the society is waiting for you. When you come out, the society don't want to know whether you had a relationship, a good one or whatever.
Yes.
Your eye will clear.
They are going to base you on what grade you brought from the university and your discipline.
Okay.
So when we train our children from primary to secondary and we now give them all the discipline, we expect them to go to university and acquire the knowledge.
And just face it without all those relationships.
And learn how to keep a relationship of those kinds. Their brain is too young for that. It's not just a few people
Okay.
who do that and come out successful.
Okay.
The future is still bright for them, it's still big. After your NY service, that's when you discover yourself that you are really a woman, that you are really a man that can go into relationship and understand the do's and don'ts of that relationship.
Okay.
You can see some of these are daughters. They are married women in the campus. You may not know.
Yeah.
In the campus, they keep a relationship whereby you see them, their wives to those. I mean, the place is too volatile, madam.
Okay.
It's too volatile for all this kind of allowing this.
Oh, okay. All right.
For me, campus relationship is not why our children are going to school there. The reason is to acquire a study and a discipline.
Okay.
It is after that that you begin to think of something else. Because that discipline and the degree is very important
All right. All
to
right.
have distraction in the school. No matter how a relationship is, no matter how good it is, it will distract that student from studying.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
It will not really help because yes, you belong to you may not even be chance to go to another student to seek help or clarification. That one will be thinking you are
All right.
time,
Thank
I mean,
you.
You just understand what I'm saying. No
Yes,
matter how
we
Yeah,
get
that-
you.
we
We
get
get
that.
you.
I
Thank you so much for calling in.
bring the distraction to that student. So
Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. I think we got most of what he was saying already because we have
Yes.
to give room for other people to actually talk to.
Yes.
And he mentioned, no matter how you look at it, it's
It's a
always going
distraction.
to be a distraction.
And I wanted to even ask a question. I don't know. He's not there to answer me, but I wanted to ask, what
No,
about?
he can actually call back if he wants to. So you go on and ask.
So I wanted to ask, what about those people, or let me say parents that say, let me say your uncles and aunties, you tell you that this one you are going to school. If you are coming out, be coming back with a husband, though. This one we are not telling you directly
Okay.
that you gotta find husband, but when you are coming back from university, know that you are bringing a man back home. So let me ask, without a relationship or without you knowing somebody, how can you come back with a husband
Dooshima,
after degree?
are you even for this thing or against? Because earlier you sounded like you were against it,
yes,
and now
and
you're
now
asking
They-
what of. So
they-
are you for or are you against? Do you think it's good or bad?
Nothing is too bad. Nothing is
It's
too
too
good.
good.
The first caller gave us the benefit of campus relationship that it resulted to him having his wife and children today. So it depends on the kind of people you are involved in. And then let me say, wayward lifestyles, they can't lead you anywhere. You see girls moving on from one man to another. I don't support that anyways. But if you know, let me say, stay with somebody for a while, you can be able to study a person. Let me say somebody that don't want to mingle around. But let me say you have studied somebody. Let me say you are in class together, you have studied somebody for 4 years, and then you discover that this person is actually good. Actually, you can take that person for a wife, or let me say a wife cannot take a husband. So let me say for a man watching you over sometimes in school, watching you and noticing you all around like that, the person can actually know that yes, this one is a good girl and I can actually take her in as a wife.
Okay.
Wow.
So we were I was asking you a question, Felicity, before that
Yes.
call came in. And remember, you can still call in at any point in time to be part of this conversation. I was asking you, do you think it's possible, for young people to actually balance studies and romance, all those relationships successfully?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, it has to do with discipline and control. You people know when it is time to be lovey-dovey, and you know when it is time to focus on your books. I'm still with it, no matter what anybody says.
Okay.
I still think it's about the person you are dating, because if you are dating somebody that is very intentional or even has the same goals as you, and is very ambitious, the person will know that I cannot mess up. I have to, and then the person will be encouraging you that no, now it's not time for this. Even when you are the one that wants to, you'll be like, no, now it's not time for this thing. Let us focus on
So
our.
it boils down to discipline.
okay,
let's
let
take
me
a
ask-
call. Hello. Yes.
Good
Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is the voice of Georgina.
Welcome.
From Abua.
Welcome to the show, Georgina. So let's hear you. What do you think about campus relationships? Okay, your network.
It does not.
Your network is really bad, Georgina. We can barely hear you. Maybe reposition and then
call back.
try to call us back again. Number for you to call is
0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
call in and share with us what you think about campus relationships. Do you think they are good? Do you think they are bad? Do you think there are advantages and disadvantages? Dooshima, you have been itching to say
Yes,
something.
I wanted to ask Felicity when
Go
she
on.
said it takes the people involved that you should know when you are going to do what you want. But let me say most people these days now, the people that get into
Okay, I think
universities.
Georgina is calling back. Let's hear her quickly. Hello.
And,
Yes.
going to the campus, going to school, you are going there to explore.
Okay.
So you need to meet other people. And then from there, you create a relationship. Because after your university, as a female lady, men used to fear you when you actualize. Yes, they
Men
used
used
to
to fear you when you actualize.
scared of marrying a career woman because they have arrived and they cannot be able to submit to them. So it's better to create that relationship as soon as you're coming out of this thing, you marry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
And they say catch them young,
Oh.
Okay.
Hey.
young, so that you at least.
But Georgina, do you also feel like? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also feel like those campus relationships can be like distraction, to students, distracting them from their studies and all of that?
Depends on the level of your maturity.
Okay.
Yes.
Love cannot, yes, love cannot stop you from studying.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can't.
All right. Thank you so much, Georgina, for calling in to be part of the show.
And you
Okay.
Felicity, that
Yeah.
thing that you're trying to enter Georgina's mouth for. Let's hear you say it.
No, I was just agreeing with her about the maturity part, and also depending on the person that you're dating and the maturity. I was just adding like exactly, because if you know that you are here to study, I mean everybody knows what they are in school for, so you're not going to allow love to put love highly. Because there's time after you graduate. So I'm not saying you should
So
not
what would
put
you people
attention.
be doing that time that you're
That
in the
is
campus?
so,
Since
that's
you are-
how
you
why not
relate.
wait till after?
That's what I'm saying, Daba. I'm not saying you should put your relationship aside, or I'm just saying that know how to balance it.
Okay.
Yes, you are not going to just abandon your studies and your education just because you're in a relationship. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But you are not going to put your relationship
Aside
over
again.
exactly.
Find a balance.
made mention of maybe trying to know what you do. You know that you are not going to put your relationship first. But let me say, young girls that are 16, 17, 18, let me say, people that are just coming in, and the society is good, they are just going to get surrounded with the whole society. And let me say, a boy approaches them, they don't feel it's going to distract them. But all along, let me say, are falling in love with this person.
Exactly.
And
And
love
you
has
know,
taken over me.
those
Have you ever
heartbreaks-
felt in love? When you even start talking to them, they'll say, have you ever felt loved? Have you ever
Exactly.
like the
And
way they will
then-
even start
and
talking
then
to
when
you?
it leads to like heartbreak, you know, because when it comes to relationship, you
Yes.
cannot say everything is just going to
Yes.
be perfect. When there is
Yes.
heartbreak now, someone is not attending lectures again. I've
Yes.
seen that
They'll
in
be
real
down.
time in school.
Yes, you
Yeah,
have seen
someone
those
is
kind
not
of
attending
things.
lectures again.
Yeah.
My boyfriend
Me
is not picking my
disappointed
call.
me.
Exactly.
He didn't pick my call. I called several hours. How will he not call me? I'm
That
feeling
is
well.
when
You
it
say-
becomes a
You see a
distraction.
girl crying, and most times it's even girls that tend to even be more affected. That's even what is even
Okay.
let me say that's what happens most. That is the girls that tend to be affected more because some guys, let me say, they have hearts of stones. That's what I usually say because they don't even care whether the lady is crying. They don't. Some of them don't
Let's
even
just
care
say
about
some
their women.
people,
So,
'cause
yeah,
some
some of
There are
them.
women too that have hearts of
Yes,
Yeah, very
maybe
true.
some of them, some ladies that have heart of stone. I used to say maybe it's one that have gone through one relationship or the other that maybe they have felt and they have decided I won't love again, or
You are
even if
doing
I'm
everything
involved in a
your power to
relationship,
defend girls right now.
even if I'm going to be in a relationship, I'm not going to give my whole heart to it again. And that's why you have things like disloyalty, unfaithfulness, all those kind of things, because they have felt cheated or let me say ruined in one relationships or the other.
Okay, so I already asked Felicity. So how about you? Let's hear your opinion on this. Do you think it's possible to actually balance, studies and romance successfully on campus?
It's going to be a distraction. Like, let me say 60% of it is going to be a distraction.
Okay.
The rate of young children coming to school these days, like earlier on, you see matured people in secondary school, people that were old enough to take care of themselves, reason themselves. But these days, you see young girls of 16, 17 going to school. You don't expect those kind of girls to start getting romantic relationships at that time because let me say it's going to totally be a distraction to them. Let me say some of them have never been in relationships, and when they love because somebody have told you I love you and their head
Some
begins
people
to turn
came with
inside.
their experience
Yes.
from outside.
Yes.
These days,
Absolutely.
people before
Yes.
they even get into university, they already
They're
know
already-
things that we that I have graduated.
You don't
The
know.
correct
You don't know.
Very
insistence, the
true.
correct insistence that at the age of 16 or 17, you don't know anything. Let me say you cannot just get yourself attached into a relationship because let me say, okay, you say you are not going to overlove, but along the line the person is demanding your attention, asking for this. You feel the person is taking you. Let me say if it's a kind of somebody that loves partying, you say let's go to club, let's go out, and then from one moment to another you get that you are doing that one-on-one. Let me say there are people that say let me steal this once, now it's just once, I will not do it again. When you do it, you feel the sweetness of it. The second time you still say let me do it small again and I will stop. That's how you continue
never
getting
stop.
addicted. That is it. You start getting addicted, and before you know, before you even realize it, you have gone long away from your education, reading of books.
And we have been
Like,
talking
have
about this
shifted.
thing of teenagers in school. Someone also mentioned that it can be bad, especially for all those young children who just come to. We are still calling them children, but they're
Yes.
actually like teenagers, right?
Yes.
But then in that field, we can actually refer to them as children, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And some of or should I even say all of them, like at that point in time, they're supposed to like focus on the studies first. I don't know. That is just my opinion. Though. Let me put it
Yes.
as my
And
opinion.
that is
Like
it.
at that age, they're supposed to like focus on.
Focus
I
on
don't. Okay,
studies.
maybe you can come to school and say you want to build relationships and all of that. But I feel like even age, there is like a little percent of it that has to like that is connected to emotional maturity. I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly. That's
I
even
think
what
that
I've been
yes,
itching to
yes,
say.
50% of it is
Yes.
connected to emotional
Maturity.
And then at that
Age, you don't have it yet.
you don't have, even if you have, some people
It's-
have.
some people do.
Some
but
people
it's
do.
not very.
Let me say some people have the way the adolescent stage. There's a way adolescents deal with young children. Let me say people are experiencing adolescence at that age. All those kind of things. When they feel things that they have not felt before, there are things they try to go. This the way they act very
Exactly.
abstract.
And even people that have been under daddy and mommy,
Yes.
for
When adolescents start disturbing you
their
now, they'll
entire
start
life,
acting
and then they are
wayward.
finally where mommy is not watching and then daddy is not watching, you are just living your life, you know, that can
Yes.
just take
So
off.
I was even saying it's even better, because if you want to get romantic relationships, I don't advise for that, because 16, 17, getting yourself in a romantic relationship, if you happen to get pregnant, are you ready to get married then?
And
Consider
even
it. So it's better, let me say, if you want to keep a relationship, it's better to stay with friends.
And at that
You're
age,
even going to be more safe,
and
then
at that
make friends
age,
that
you
will
don't
know
even really know your left from your right very well yet.
Okay.
So yes, at that age.
So like Dooshima, you keep saying you know, at all of us we keep saying at that age. So the people that are mature now, because you know that there are big people in school too, so
Yes.
those ones now, is it okay for them?
If you are ready to get married, even at 100 level, and you know that you can handle a family and you want to get into a relationship, I'm not against it. I'll fully support you. That if anything comes out of it, or the person you're dating is fully responsible and okay enough. There are people that got married in school. So if you know the person you are involved in a relationship with is very okay, that the person can even take care of you on 100 level and maybe take over from paying your school fees from your parents now. It's okay. Because there are some people. Actually, someone was even telling me that she got married in her 100 level and it's her husband that took over the first school fees. That's her first semester 100 level. It was her dad. Then second semester she graduated. It's her husband. And she had finished her masters now. It's all her husband's work. She has 4 kids now.
Okay, now let's talk, before we go, let's talk about, you know, how we can actually find a balance to this, because it's more like it's unavoidable. You cannot go to school and tell everybody don't be in a relationship. They'll just look at you like, well, what is this one saying? What
do you even know what is happening
in
now?
2026?
You're telling me
and
not
all
to
of
get
that.
myself.
So what would you say like is the perfect way to actually go about it? Or should we say what are the rules that apply when it comes to like a campus relationship, that somebody's not getting distracted and somebody's not, is it like someone should completely avoid it, or what exactly? Let's hear you first, Felicity.
Discipline, number one, and
Okay.
boundaries.
Okay.
I feel like that is all to it. You have your you are very disciplined, you have
And then-
self-control, and then boundaries.
Okay, so
Let me
let's
ask
hear
her.
you.
Let me ask her first. The boundary stuff. If you are involved in a relationship with somebody and then you are overplacing boundaries, and it's somebody that, let me say, somebody that wants to get too close to you and know you, let me say married, and then the person feels maybe you are trying to distance yourself away from the person, and the person decides to go.
If you are dating somebody, hi God.
Okay, let me answer that. I feel like it's hard for you.
No,
but
it's
then
not.
it's more like
Mm-hmm.
you already if you're dating somebody in the first place, you people have to agree that it's someone that sees the same goals like as you. So it's not a completely different someone that is saying, no, if I date you yourself,
Exactly.
you must get pregnant like today.
Then you
or
don't know
something
the
like that.
person before dating the person.
So
Actually, it's
quickly,
when you get
Dooshima, we'll
involved.
have to go, like, we'll
Okay.
continue this conversation another day, because I feel like you're itching so much for it.
It's
So,
okay. To
in
me-
a world that, you know, to avoid the distraction, you know, and all of this campus relationship is unavoidable.
I have
What is the way?
I have my laws and principles guiding me. And one thing I say, if I'm not ready for marriage, there's no way I'll get myself involved in a romantic relationship. Because once I'm ready and I say that at any moment from now I'm going to be married, I know that in the next 5 years I'm not going to be married, I don't see myself keeping it. I keep friends, just mutual friends and nothing more. So if
Okay.
I'm not ready for anything, I keep myself just
All
the way
right,
it is.
that's interesting. So that's how far we can go today on Speedy Talk. We have been talking about campus relationships. And I've been with you on the show, and my name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with.
Felicity Gigi.
And Dooshima Icheen.
And also, do not go anywhere, because coming up next at 3:55 p.m., if today is your birthday, then Speedy Kids are going to be wishing you a happy birthday. And also up next at 4 p.m., the Speed Lane comes on. Right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And until then, enjoy music of your life.
You get business, you get organization. Abi you want me to hear you for radio? Oh yeah.